Hello. Today we will be going over the 13 original colonies by region according to standard 5.1.7. This is done by Gavin Knutson. Here we have the three regions of the 13 colonies. The New England colonies, which is marked by the green, they consisted of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Then we have the middle colonies, which is marked in the purple. This included New York, New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania. And then we have the southern colonies, which consisted of Maryland, Virginia, North and South Carolina, and Georgia at the southernmost tip. Alright, now here I have a little quiz for you, and you guys are going to go ahead and give me what region it's in. First we have Pennsylvania. What region would Pennsylvania be in? It would be in the middle region. Now we have Georgia, which is kind of south. Actually, it's a lot south. Kind of right here. That would be the southern region. Next we have Maine, which is the most northern part of the colonies, which would be in the New England region. After that, Connecticut, which is kind of up north near Maine, which would be in the New England region. After that, we have Maryland. Where would Maryland be? It's kind of on the border. It would be in the southern region. After that, we have Virginia. And Virginia is in the southern region as well. Now we have the economics of the different regions. The northern colonies of New England, they concentrated in manufacturing in town life and industries such as shipbuilding and the manufacturing of rum. The southern colonies, they concentrated on agriculture and developed slave plantations, and they exported tobacco, cotton, indigo, rice, sugar, corn, vegetables, grain, fruit, and even livestock. The middle colonies also exported agricultural products and natural resources, but were also able to manufacture iron ore products like plows, tools, kettles, nails, and large blocks of iron, which they exported to England, which helped make up the triangular trade. Triangular trade was a process in which raw goods would be shipped from the colonies to England, and from there they would be manufactured into finished products to Africa, such as textiles, rum, and other manufactured goods. And from there the slaves would go back to the 13 colonies, where they would produce more raw materials, and it would make a triangle. This would repeat over and over. Now we're going to move on to a religion of the colonies. The types of religion and religious practices varied greatly between the different colonies. The religion practiced in New England was strictly Puritan, and they did not tolerate any other religions. They were very strict. The middle and southern colonies, however, were not dominated by a single religion, and they allowed more freedom. There was Quakers, there was Catholics, there was Lutherans, Jews, and there's others in the middle regions, and Anglicans and Anabaptists in the southern regions. Now we will move on to the social organization of the 13 colonies. First, we start the upper class. These men were the elite, the wealthy, the well-bred, and the well-educated minor aristocrats. Men of the upper class could vote, and they held high public offices. Middle-class men, they could vote, but few held public office. These men owned small farms. They ran stores, small businesses. They were skilled tradesmen, or they belonged to professions such as ministers, doctors, and lawyers. Then you move on to the lower class and poor whites. Men of the lower class could not vote. None held public office, and few owned property. Most of these men were illiterate, and most of the work that they did was manual work, such as an apprenticeship, a sailor, servants. Then we move on to indentured servants and convicts. Indentured servants, who included about 50,000 convicts, were not paid any wages for up to 7 years. Indentured servants had few rights. They could not vote. They were not allowed to marry. And they couldn't even leave their house or travel without permission. After that, we have a ring even lower, which would be the slaves, which made up 20% of the population of North America. They had 0 rights and were generally from Africa. Thank you to all these websites, and thank you for watching my presentation.